Just testing to make sure the audio is going to work. Just testing to make sure the audio is going to work. The audio is working, but for some reason it is not animating, so it's working, but for some reason there it is. It's not animating, so all right, well, apparently if I minimize the Deepface live window, it doesn't work anymore with OBS, which was sort of a problem. I was trying to do what you can still sort of see it, like there's candlelight. I wanted to try this with a different light source than just the normal stuff, and I've blocked my window out as much as I can. It's not nearly as bright in here as it appears to be in the broadcast. I don't know why it looks so like the camera must pick up a light a lot better than you'd kind of want it to in this kind of situation. Whatever. So this is a Cillian Murphy Deepface Live model test. This is 320 resolution, which is the highest I've done a Deepface Live model at. You'll notice the frame rate is going to be pretty choppy. That's because we're doing it at a high resolution. So I'll go ahead and turn this up, and you can see Mr. Murphy. What's weird is, like, in this light situation, his eyes look kind of big, which is sort of weird. But it's pretty sharp. Like I said, this is with the candlelight. In a minute here, I will blow out the candle and I'll go back to normal, you know, room lighting. But this is just, I wanted to see. And again, it would be doing better if I could have a totally pitch black room and just use this. But the monitor gives off so much light. That's another problem too. It's like no matter what you do, you can't get away from either the light of the monitor or from the window or something. And it's like, I wanted to do this in a low light situation and it doesn't really work. But the bottom teeth still didn't get super well defined. And what's funny is I've been going through even like the models that come with Deepface Live, and it's like the bottom teeth don't look that good on those either. It's like usually just kind of a white like this. I don't know if it's something to do with just not training them long enough, or I don't know. But sometimes some people, the way that they speak, like you see their upper teeth more or their bottom teeth more. Like with Patrick Stewart and Carl Urban, I've had more luck with the bottom teeth getting well defined. I don't know why this is still kind of looking meh. But anyways, I've cranked up the settings on this. It's only getting about 14 frames a second because I'm also using the camera at 1080 full 1080p. Normally I do these at like 720, but I'm trying to show as much detail as possible with this model. I think it looks pretty good. But let me go ahead and blow this candle out before I set blaze to my condo. Ooh, a little smoky in here. Ooh, sorry. Probably can see all that. Just a lot of candle smoke there. That'll stop in a minute. Anyways, so now we're in kind of a low light situation still, and yet the monitor displays enough light that you can still, you know, you can still see me just fine. There's really nothing I can do to get a low light situation. Whatever. Let me try turn on the lamp. And just kind of sit back. Now I think you can see, like in certain lighting, it definitely looks pretty good. There's almost like a little dark spot appearing there from certain angles. Kind of weird. Let me microphone here a little bit. Anyways, hold on. Actually, I should probably see if I'm getting. Hey, there are some people in here. Sorry, I had my my live chat shut off for a second there. So I re-up. How you doing? And I got Gary Frog. Start learning deepfake on RTX 3060. Do those have 12 gigs of video memory, or do they have like 8 or something? If they have 12, then you should have enough video memory, excuse me, to make Deepface Live models. It won't be as fast as if you have the desktop version. Laptops are cards are always a bit slower than the desktop counterparts, and because of the heat output, you know, just from constantly training, it's like gaming 24/7. It's like the PC never stops. Pretty much being utilized. It might kind of get your laptop a little toasty. So if you're going to try that, at least get like a laptop cooling pad or something would probably be a good idea. But anyways, we can see looks pretty good. The eyes are really clear. Like I said, this is higher resolution than usual. Normally these are 224 by 224 pixels. This is 320 by 320. So we've upped the resolution by about 50%. And looks a little funny on me because, you know, I don't really look like him that much. Got a round, big old head Cillian's kind of a, well, I don't know, he tends to be thinner in most of his movies. I don't know if I've ever seen him in anything where he'd bulked up, but anyways, like I said, this is 320. Close to the camera. I mean, the closer you get, the more you can tell, you know, it ain't perfect. And just fooling around with some of the settings, like if I try to do the forehead, I'm still getting like this weird dark spot at the top. I think that might be something to do with this version of Deepface Live, because I never had these kind of like dark edges before, and now it's like they're all doing it. And so I don't really know what the deal is with that. I didn't change anything about the way I'm training them, so I don't really understand. But you can shut that off, and it still blends nicely, with me anyway, into my big old forehead. Just got out of the shower here a minute ago and shaved my head real nice, you know, shaved the face so I'd look good to do this particular model. But I can do some comparisons again just to show you guys like how much sharper this is than some of the other stuff that I did. So again, this is 320 res with Cillian. Let's do what the heck? Go back and load up Carl Urban that I had the other day. Now this looks funny because the resolution's wrong. Like every model you got to change like the settings on it to get it to fit your face a little bit better. But look how much less sharpness that has. You know, it looks pretty good. Carl looks pretty decent. This is a really good face set, but the Cillian face set I made is quite good also. So, but this was Carl, and see with Carl, the bottom teeth have at least some definition. If I trained it longer, it'd probably improve a little bit more. And again, I'm still getting a low frame rate because the camera resolution is still set to 1080p. Normally, again, I have it like 720. That really cranks on this, cranks out the frame rate, really hurts it. Anything else I've got in here? I could do like the Hide the Pain Herald that I had done before. Again, with him, he had like no bottom teeth, and this looks pretty good for 224. I bet if I did this at 320, you'd really get some definition on it, but because the bottom teeth never show up, I don't know if I want to screw with it or not. I'm working on, I'll go back to Cillian here just since that's the point of the video. If you guys saw here, so this is running it at 224. It still looks pretty good. Like it can down sample it, but I'll put it back up to what it's supposed to be at 320. Let's see. Hey, thanks. We've got Ilarian Evpatriev. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Ilarian. So that's unusual. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so if I screwed it up, I apologize. But hey, how you doing? So yeah, this is Cillian Murphy again, as for the folks just coming in. Like I said, just finished this up this morning. Let me fiddle around with some of the settings again. What I think is fun is that like you got like the little, you can kind of morph between them really quick by just screwing with the facial opacity. Let's see. No, you cannot train. Mac OS is not supported, and even if it was, the M1 doesn't have any kind of dedicated GPU hardware. I mean, I know that they do, like on the M1 chips, they've got some kind of, you know, pretty decent video hardware kind of all built into one thing. Like the CPU, the storage, and the GPU cores are all, I think, pretty much soldered onto a single die, and which is why their latency is so low, and they're very fast. But like most of this stuff works best on NVIDIA. NVIDIA has their CUDA library. It's just desktop NVIDIA GPUs are the way to go if you want to train deepfakes right now. Even AMD, unfortunately, is not well supported. I'm kind of curious to see when Intel, they've got their, what they call like their Alchemy cards that'll be coming out here pretty quickly, because I've been seeing people review them on, what the heck, like Gamers Nexus and Linus Tech Tips. They were reviewing those cards, so I'll be kind of curious to see if those are halfway decent for this. I don't know how much memory they're going to have either, and video memory is another really big important component of this. I don't even know how much memory an M1 has, because it's all shared with it's like shared system memory that gets used as video memory. So that's a very unique architecture. The developer of Deepface Lab and Deepface Live, I don't believe, has any real intention of making it work. Somebody might do it eventually because it's all open source stuff. So somebody might put something like that out, but I really wouldn't hold my breath on it. And it probably would not train very quickly, even if it did, because again, it just doesn't have the horsepower of something like an RTX 30, even a 3060 would be, is pretty good for doing this, but like a 3090 Ti, and I trained this one on the 3090 Ti, you know, even that, this is like a week of training on a 3090 Ti. It would take you forever on some kind of integrated GPU. So unfortunately, let's see. Times you make a deep fake of Elon Musk. Oh, people want me to? I think one comes with the software actually, so I probably don't need to. Let me see. I think this is it here. I gotta download it. Hold on a second. Pretty sure that that's taking a second to download. So you'll just see me froze up probably. There it goes. Yeah. Turn that down. See, even this one, the bottom teeth, it's just a smudged line, and these are like the ones that come with it. These are supposed to be the good ones, so I don't feel like I'm really doing anything wrong necessarily. But yeah, this is Elon. Let me see. See, I'm still getting a little bit of that edge, but yeah, at the top, like the darkened portion, I think that must be something to do with this version of Deepface Live. Like the latest version seems to have this problem around the edges. What crypto do you need to buy? What do you mean? I don't know anything about. I think all crypto pretty much took a crap recently. So, and I am not a financial advising channel. I don't know anything about making money from crypto. Sorry. Wish I did. If I knew what crypto to invest in, we wouldn't be having this conversation probably, because I'd be off living on some island somewhere that I bought. So I'm the last guy to ask about investing. So oh, are there? Well, like I say, this one comes with the software, so if you download Deepface Live, you will get or you like it may not come with it, but like it's already in the list. You just click on it and it downloads it for you, like I just did a second ago. It only took me, they're about like 700 megabytes a piece, so it doesn't take that long to download them. Even with a sort of a slow connection, you get it downloaded pretty quickly, and they're pretty good quality. Let me try. Hold on. I love how he changes the names on these. Like this is Ryan Reynolds, but he has it as Brian Grenolds. Because it's like they're trying not to get in trouble with, you know, using people's likenesses, I guess. It does freeze for a second because I'm changing the face. So there's, that one's got more definition on the bottom teeth. Not so bad. Good facial hair and so forth. Sorry, hold on. My what do you mean green light? Anyways, who's this one? David. Oh, okay. I don't remember where I got this one. I don't think this came with us. Seems like somebody might have given me this one to test at some point, so whatever. I'm not going to stick with that one. I'm not really sure who that is. I got my Heath Ledger on here. Still got Heath Ledger in there. I'd like to... I don't know what his name is. David Navalny, is that it? Even with Heath, I didn't really get good definition on the bottom teeth. I wonder if it has something to do with the lighting. Like maybe it works better in certain lighting than other ones. I don't know. I'll bring Murphy back here. It's gonna freeze again for a second. All right. Let's see how this, like how bad this gets when I really crank up the sharpness. It'll probably get really jittery. A little too much on the sharpness there, probably. A lot of soap. Let's see. I would like to do some of these other guys. I want to go back maybe and redo Arnold Schwarzenegger at some point. I used to think like my face set for him was pretty good, and it's not bad, but I feel like I could probably improve it quite a bit. It's only like 13,000 images, and a lot of these are like 40. I think I've got like 46,000 on Carl Urban, and on Cillian I've got about 38,000, and that's kind of just getting to be normal for the stuff that I'm doing lately. So I think I should probably go back and try to find some more footage of Arnold and do like a 320 resolution of him, since I can do his voice really well. I think that'd be fun to do, like live stream gaming and be Arnold at the same time. I think I'd have to use almost 2 computers or something to do it. Hold on. Is my is the stream still going? Okay, it is. Like I have it playing on my phone, and for some reason it wasn't live on my phone, and so it was still showing like back when I had the candle on. Weird. All right. This is just like I say, this model is available on my Google Drive. I've already got it in the folder. If anybody wants to download it, it's in the description setting of the video. So if you want to download this model and play with it, go ahead. I would not suggest running your camera source in Deepface Live at 1080p, because as you can see, the frame rate on this has been pretty bad. If you drop it to like at least like a low 720p, or if not lower than that, you'll probably get a lot more, you know, useful results in terms of a usable frame rate. This is running at like 14 right now, which is not particularly impressive considering the hardware I'm running it on. So, anyways, oh, hey, how's it going? Yeah, I got a big old head, don't I? I was thinking of doing Dwayne Johnson or something like that. Somebody who would kind of make sense for this. Thanks for stopping in, Pure Love. It's always nice. This is probably the most people that's ever come to one of my live streams, so that's nice. Before you know it, people will be throwing me super chats. Yeah, right. Here's $1. 50% of it goes to Google. But yeah, so Cillian turned out pretty good. As you say, it's getting pretty realistic at 320. Maybe when the RTX 4090s come out, which I don't know when that's going to be now, because they keep talking about how it's been delayed or it hasn't been delayed. I've seen so many different videos and different channels talking about the 4000 series and when it's supposedly coming, and I think that they all just make, I think they just make shit to get, you know, to get people to watch their channel and just pull information out of their ass, because they're always wrong. Or at least, you know, they're just guessing, I should say, is probably more of a fair thing to say. So I don't know when the 4000 series will come out, but an RTX 4090 would almost certainly make this a lot more viable at this resolution. And then maybe I can try going for like maybe like 352 or 384 resolution or something like that, and see if that still remains, you know, kind of usable or something. It's going to get to the point though, maybe not with the 4000 series, but like the 5000 series. So let's just say 2.5, 3 years from now, when you'll be able to pretty much not be able to tell that someone's using a deepfake, because this already looks, as you say, from this distance from the camera, pretty convincing. I think if sorry, I'm gonna itch. Like I say, another few years when the hardware is fast enough to keep that frame rate up. Hold on, I thought it said something else. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, when the 4000 series comes out, or like say 5000 series, or if AMD would make something ridiculously fast, you know, AMD works fine for Deepface Live. It's just that it doesn't work that well for training the models themselves. So whatever card is fastest to run this sort of stuff. Obviously, you know, somebody had posted on one of my videos earlier how they were kind of like, you know, how can I train things like this on lower end hardware? And they were asking about Google Colab, and unfortunately, Google has banned training deepfakes on their Colab setup, so you can't cloud train on Colab anymore. deepfake models. I guess some people said that they're still sort of getting away with it if they have a paid account. If you have a free account, it doesn't work. They just immediately disconnect you, and I think they ban the account if you keep trying to do it. So unfortunately, training this pretty much requires your own dedicated hardware at this point, unless there's some alternative. There's probably alternatives out there that still allow cloud computing. So you might be able to set up something like Colab on a remote server somewhere to train deepfakes, but I'm not aware of any of those services outside of what Colab offered. Like I said, they've canceled that availability. So anyways, I've rambled on long enough. If you guys want to try out the video, or try out the model, sorry, please be my guest and download it. It's on the Google Drive in the description, along with all of my other models. There's something like close to 20 of them being on there now. So hopefully you guys like this. Maybe give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and consider watching some of my other content as well. But I'll see you guys here in the near future. Thanks again for stopping by. Thanks for everybody said something in live chat. It was good to see everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Talk to you guys again soon.